How strong is DBZ Broly's base power level now? I made a brief comment about his base power level in a previous video, but I didn't really talk about too much, and I decided to make this video to cover that. And so in a previous video, I concluded Paragus' power level from DBZ being at 8,000, and if one of King Vegeta's special moves, the Executioner Beam, didn't unalive Paragus, and King Vegeta putting effort in making that beam. And the King's power level being at 10,000 would actually give me a good assumption about how powerful Broly was in his youth. He was able to punch Paragus' eye out effortlessly in his base, in his youth, so it should be higher than 10,000. This would lead me to make a good assumption that Broly's base power level is higher than 10,000. But also, one thing I like to mention is that in this video I'm covering Broly's base power level from the first DBZ movie, because I know he gets a Zenkai boost in his second movie. So we also know that Paragus was able to put the crown-like headband on Broly while he was waking up from slumber, and was able to forcefully put it on him while Broly was regaining consciousness, and then after being equipped with the headband, Broly knocks down Paragus. But to compare the differences in power, I would also like comparing some other different DBZ episodes. You can see briefly the weaker character getting the upper hand for a brief moment. So if we compared Kami's power level to Garlic Jr. when Garlic Jr. returns, and in a brief moment Kami got the upper hand on Garlic Jr., even though in some guides it shows Garlic Jr.'s power level in the Garlic Jr. saga being put at 1,500,000, and Kami's power level is at 220. It would be a 6,818.8181818188 times multiplier difference between them. But also a Tree of Might movie pamphlet put Kami's power level at 400, which would make it a 3,750 times power level difference between the two. But also if we compared Bardock's power level to Chilled from DBZ, and I see a lot of sources that are guessing what the Tyrant Lord Chilled power level to hypothetically be at. But my best assumption would have to place Chilled at a 550,000 power level range, and I would also be applying a small Zenkai boost on Bardock. For this assumption, him being able to survive Frieza's Death Ball and being sent back to the past. Which would mean Bardock's power level would be at 11,500 as his small Zenkai boost, and would have a power level of 575,000 as a Super Saiyan. But I know some people put Lord Chilled weaker than Frieza's first form, because Toriyama stated that canon-wise King Cold and Frieza are the only ones from that race with a huge power from the rest of their species, making them mutants. But Frieza's first form isn't his original, or rather, real form, heck. He doesn't even have a transformation unlike Cooler, but Frieza's final form is his original form. So Chilled having a power level being higher than first form, Frieza's wouldn't affect its legitimacy. But anyways, getting all this stuff out of the way would give me a good assumption of Broly's base power level, from the first Broly movie being higher than Frieza's final form.
Now here's some supportive info, and it is Broly's Super Saiyan 1 with the blue hair transformation being above Bojack's maximum power transformation, and also Bojack's base power is higher than Super Saiyan 1 Vegeta, which would actually mean that Broly's base would have to be higher than what I previously mentioned, making his base stronger than semi-perfect cells. But that's it for this video, thanks and laters.